Glad that the rain has subsided for the morning. However, that is not the case, which is why we tend to lose our shorelines. Joining me now from Shoreline Stewardship Program Manager for RVCA, Andrea Klymko. How are you?
Good morning, how are you?
Good, and you were saying your title's actually longer than that.
It is, yes.
Okay, so first off, let's talk a little bit about what Rideau Valley Conservation Authority is.
So the Rideau Valley Conservation Authority is an environmental agency that carries out various activities. So we do anything from flood forecasting and warning. We have tons of conservation areas with lots of natural areas and trails educational programs. We also do lots of monitoring on all the lakes and rivers and streams in our watershed.
Okay.
And we also carry out lots of stewardship programs like forestry and shoreline planting and other best management projects.
Okay, so now why have you brought in these 4 plants this morning?
So this is an example of, so I manage the shoreline naturalization program, and that program basically works with any waterfront property owner within the Rideau watershed that's interested in naturalizing their shoreline. So we provide information, hands-on advice, any technical information that they might be interested in to naturalize their shoreline. So when we carry out projects, this is just an example of some of the species that we would plant along the shorelines.
So is that what naturalizing a shoreline is, planting the species? Okay, and why is that important to do?
Well, in a lot of ways, the natural shorelines are often referred to as the ribbon of life, because 90% of so many of all lake and river and stream life breed, live, and feed there. So on top of all of the critical wildlife habitat that it provides, it is also key on, in the flooding conditions. They help to allow our waterways to be more resilient. They hold soils in place, so we reduce erosion.
Okay.
And most importantly, they protect water quality by acting as a buffer and basically taking up contaminants or any sediments that would otherwise get into our water.
And to give you a visual representation of what Andrea is talking about, we've got some before and afters to show you the effects of what you're doing through the program. Now, we obviously need people to plant.
Yes.
So you're looking for volunteers.
Yes.
How can people get involved?
Well, they can contact our City Stream Watch coordinator. Basically, that is one of our key programs at the Rideau Valley Conservation Authority, where we have lots of community volunteers to come out to help monitor our streams, but also to carry out stewardship activities as well. So when we do large plants, basically over sort of 200 species that we're planting, we call on our community volunteers to come out and lend a hand.
Okay, perfect. Why is it fun? Why do you like doing it?
Well, it's really great to have the community come out and take ownership of protecting our shorelines, because when we have sustainable shorelines, we have a resilient, strong community, and so it's really exciting to see volunteers come out, plant that shrub or tree in the ground, and really take ownership and pride in the activity that they did to help the environment that day. So it's really great to have folks out.
So what are some of the species that you brought in?
So here we've got white pine. This is a nannyberry, which is a shrub. It can be a tall tree. This is the very typical red osier dogwood that we would normally see. This is, folks use these for winter decorations, so we see these a lot. Right. And these are, and then this last guy is a buttonbush, a shrub. So they've got these really cool flowers that are round, like a white button, basically. So all these species, depending on soil conditions and that sort of thing, do very well along the shorelines.
And why is that?
Well, they've got great root systems, so they help hold in soils.
Cling on there.
They don't mind getting their feet wet during the during the spring flooding and that sort of thing. And they're also fantastic for wildlife because because of the berries and that sort of thing and the habitat that they provide.
And you've got something like 3,500 plants. To put into the ground. So if you're interested in volunteering, it might be nice to get out and enjoy some of the weather, the nice weather that is around the corner. It will be there, yes. Because you certainly have your work cut out for you. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming in today, and good luck with the initiative.
Thank you.